Okay, we are live. Let's start recording this thing. All right. This says we are now live, so we're going to kick this thing off. The title of this thing is HOA Replacement. There isn't one. And to a certain extent, that is absolutely true. There are several platforms out there that you can use to try to duplicate some of the features of HOA. I haven't found any that actually fill the bill. I'm going to start off. There are actually three that I have looked at in some depth. Those three actually have variations. Some have free then paid, some are only paid. Uh, so we're going to start at the bottom up. The one that YouTube itself is recommending, their webcam live thing, great replacement as long as you are willing to put up with certain limitations, like you can't screen share. You can have multiple people in with you. You can't bring comments to screen. Uh, Basically, this, even though I'm not using it to record this, I'm actually using Zoom to do this. Uh, but as long as you want a talking head shot where you can't change, you don't have any green screen capabilities behind you, you get whatever your camera shows behind you, and you sit there and you talk. And that's pretty much it. If you can live with those limitations, fine, it works. The next one up would be the Zoom free account. The Zoom free account, as I say, it's free. It offers a bunch of stuff that the webcam live YouTube thing doesn't. You do have green screen capabilities. You can record to both Facebook, Workplace at Facebook, YouTube, and a custom streaming service. Not all at the same time. You have to choose one or the other, but it can be done. You can have up to 100 people in at the same time. This is all the free account. You know, you can make it to work depending on what your use case is, which is the basis of this whole thing. What you want to replace Hangouts on Air with depends more than anything else on what your use case is. Some are fine for meetings, but not so good for live streaming. Some are good for live streaming, not so much for webinars. It all depends on what you want to achieve with your live streaming or with your video. The next up, since we've got rid of the two free ones, would be StreamYard. StreamYard for most average people, as long as you're not trying to do a big, you know, multi-host, multi-producer, several camera type things, it's going to work. You've got the branding, you've got, you can bring comments to screen, you can broadcast to a multitude of services at the same time with the paid version. And we probably should talk about the paid versions of Zoom. Zoom works out to something like $12.13 a month if you pay by the year. StreamYard, if you pay by the year, works out to $20 a month. So you've got your YouTube live camera. You've got Zoom free. What was the other one I mentioned that was free? My mind is absolutely going. You got YouTube, you got Zoom that's free. Oh, StreamYard is free also. Problem with StreamYard is you are stuck with their logo. You can't do any customizations, but you can do overlay. You can do. It comes with one overlay, which is branded StreamYard. It comes with one logo, which is branded StreamYard. You can bring comments to screen. All this with the free stuff. If you get the paid version, then you can customize your logos and your banners and the whole thing. And then you've got the Zoom page. Now, those are the ones that I've looked at in depth. There are others out there. For example, at one time, everybody was talking about Webinar Jam. Well, they're not talking about it so much anymore, but it's still out there. Crowdcast is still out there. GoToMeeting is still out there. GoToWebinar is still out there. Zoom offers a monthly webinar thing edition for $40 a month. You don't have to take it by the year. You can do it one webinar a year and get the module for that month and be done with it. There are so many variations. Basically, you have to decide what your goal is for your live streaming or your video creation, and then look for the tool that best allows you to meet that goal. And if anybody wants to have any conversations about recommendations for, making your goal, and can we help you, achieve that goal by recommending one over the other, we can have a whole discussion about that. And in fact, I would love that over on the user to user Discord. But anyway, that is the update right now as to the replacements for Hangout on Air. There are alternatives out there. There are no replacements for it. Thanks for watching. I will now end the broadcast. I will stop the live.